4-0 brush over Adam City as we head to the top of the second inning. The Beet Diggers will send up the top of the order after they batted around. And Eric Fritsch will begin his first full inning of work. He did a nice job in relief of Manuel Achondo, who threw just 19 pitches and did not retire a Beet Digger hitter. Mayers was hit by a 2-2 pitch and then later scored in the top of the first. Beet Diggers had 3 hits in that frame. As the third baseman will step in. So here is the right-hander Eric Fritsch for the first time, throwing with nobody on base. Contreras lays down the sign, and the offering is a fastball right there for a strike over the middle of the knees, and it's 0-1 to Gregory Mayers. Blind and pitch. Swung on and grounded to the shortstop, Munoz, and it goes right under his glove into left field. That's going to be an error on the shortstop. Looked like it could have been an in-between hop, but Mayers is going to reach. He charged the ball initially, but then just didn't get the glove where it needed to be. And that'll bring up Trevor Blake, who walked and scored in the first. Trevor! Contreras lays down the sign. Throw back to first, back in standing is Mayers. That's the first error committed by either side. The stretch. And Fritsch looks in and delivers. Fastball is right there for a strike on the outer half of the knees. No balls and 1 strike. With Christian Valles on deck. Beet Diggers have had the leadoff man on in each of the first 2 innings. It's been Mayers both times. Looking back, a 0-1 pitch. That one goes underneath the glove of Contreras to the screen, and advancing to second is Mayers. He takes a wide turn. And Contreras blocked everything in the first inning, and that looked like a pass ball. That did not bounce in there, it just went underneath his glove. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Blake. Mayers in scoring position. The Beet Diggers scored their 4 runs on 3 hits in the opening inning. They were issued a walk and 2 hit-by pitches. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, nobody out in the second. 4-0 brush over Adams City. The pitch and the curveball backhanded beautifully by Contreras. 2-1. Yeah, he's had to make some nice stops there behind the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike to Blake. Fritsch gets the sign from Contreras, looks back. And the pitch swung on and fouled off to the right and out of play. Took a shot at that high fastball. And the count is at 2-2 to the Beet Digger catcher. Beet Diggers with a little bit of a revamped team this year. C.J. Kukas, a 3-year starter, is going to Fort Hays State on a track scholarship, so he's concentrating on that for his senior year. Eric Garcia, who was one of the better pitchers last year with shoulder surgery, he's out for the entire season. The offering, and the curveball bounces all the way to the screen. Contreras chases it down, and on the wild pitch, Mayers advances to third, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to Trevor Blake. So Blake with an RBI opportunity, with the Beet Diggers already leading 4-0 here in the top of the second inning. And with a man at third, Fritsch is going to wind up. It's now a step off. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Greg Mullen is there. Let Greg Mullen work with you to get the discounts you desire and the coverage you need. State Farm agent Greg Mullen. 3-2. Swung on and tapped off the end of the bat, up the first base line, picked up by Contreras. Throw to first is in time. Holding up at third is Mayers as the out is recorded. And there's 1 down here on the top of the second inning. Excellent play by the Adams City catcher. That'll bring up Christian Valles. Valles singled and scored in the opening inning. Adams City's playing the middle of the infield back at this point. The pitch and the curveball is inside to Valles. 1 ball and no strikes. Fritsch looking in, looking back at third, and the 1-0 offering swung on its line into right field for a base hit. Bears will score. Valles with the RBI single, and Brush now leads 5-0 in the second inning. Valles is now 2 for 2. And here's Daniel Soto, who was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the opening inning. That was against the starter, Manuel Achondo. Fritsch stretches. Fritsch pitches. Curveball is low and away, backhanded by Contreras. 1 ball and no strikes. Short lead for Valles at first. Throw back, and he's back in diving, but he's back in. Got 1 out here in the second inning with 1 on and 1 in. And a 1-0 count to the right-handed hitting right fielder, Daniel Soto, with a closed stance. This means that front foot is closer to the plate than the back foot. Throw to first, and that one gets away just a little bit on the low throw, but the first baseman, Rodriguez, chases it down. The Bay Diggers can hit enough in this game, they might look to make this an abbreviated game, which means fewer than 5 innings, but they've got to keep doing what they've done so far. Or fewer than 7, I should say. The stretch. Soto awaits the 1-0 pitch. Check swing, but it's a strike. On the breaking ball, it's 1-1. Colby Waylert waits to hit next. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on, 1 in. Fritsch delivers. Swing and a miss. Late on that fastball, it's 1-2. Looked like Soto tried to go the other way, but started his swing just a little bit tardy. 1-2 to Soto, with the Bay Diggers up 5-0 here in the top of the second inning. 4 in the first, 1 so far here in the second. And the offering, curveball swung on and missed. That was nowhere near the zone, but an excellent pitch thrown by Fritsch, and there's 2 down. That's the 3rd strikeout already by this right-hander, Eric Fritsch. And here's Colby Waylert, who hit that pop fly single, scoring a run in the first. And that was the last batter that Manuel Achondo would face. Stretch. And the offering. The curveball is in there for a strike. On the inner half of the knees, it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Off of first is Valles. The offering. Swung on in line, and it's inside the right field line. Oh, foul. Just foul. Check that. Just foul behind the lunging Rodriguez. So the count is at 1-1. Now, Waylert tried to do the same thing Valles did and go the other way, but just outside the line. The count is at 1-1. Back on the rubber is Fritsch. Rodriguez not holding Valles now, so he's got a bigger lead at first. And the 1-1 offering, and the breaking ball bounces in, again blocked by Contreras. Ball 2, strike 1 to the Bay Digger senior shortstop, Colby Waylert. Rush with a 5-0 lead in the second inning over Adams City in Commerce City, looking for their first road win of the year. The offering. Curveball is grounded sharply to short. Munoz has it, throws to first. The inning is over. The Bay Diggers score a run. They do it on a base hit. There was 1 error and a man left. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. Brush 5, Adams City nothing. on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.